What's up guys, it's me, Lego Paradise here, and today I'm going to show you my Lego Fallout 76 camp. If you're a long-time viewer of my channel, you might remember I've built several Lego Fallout creations in the past, including a working life-size Pip-Boy, which I built back in 2018. And since Fallout 76 has recently received a large update, I thought it was a good time to revisit this series and build another Lego creation based on the games. So in case you haven't played Fallout 76, a camp is a structure that you can build in the game, so it's basically like your base that you can live in, and you can assemble it out of lots of different components and basically arrange everything and place all sorts of decorations to build your own personalised camp. And that's exactly what I've done with my Lego version, which I've designed to make it look like it's actually built up of the different modules which are available in the game. So there's lots of details to explore, and let's get started by taking a closer look at the exterior of my Lego Fallout 76 camp. This camp is home to 2 Vault Dwellers, who are currently standing guard in different parts of the structure. And each of these minifigures are wearing a tiny minifigure scale Pip-Boy on their arm. And they're also equipped with a rifle and an alien blaster, which is held by this Vault Dweller. I've tried to make sure that this camp includes all of the necessary crafting benches and decorations that are needed for these Vault Dwellers to survive in the post-apocalyptic wasteland. And one of these things includes a cool Nuka-Cola vending machine. This includes a small door which can be opened up to reveal a glowing blue bottle of Nuka-Cola Quantum. And if we get that out, you can see that includes the classic Fallout 4 style Nuka-Cola bottle design. And that, all the regular Nuka-Cola that's currently outside, fits into this Nuka-Cola vending machine perfectly. And I've actually done a how to build tutorial on this design if you'd like to build one of these Lego Nuka-Cola machines for your own creations. So continuing on to the right, next to the first Vault Dweller, is a cooking stove. So this is of course where you can cook up all of your food and plants that you find across the wasteland. And this is also based on in-game design, which is built on top of different cinder blocks, which I've represented by upside down Lego bricks, and that works out really nicely. And then continuing on, you can see some more of the landscaping detail. Then the next part of the exterior includes this vending machine. This is again based on the in-game design, and that includes the terminal in the middle where you can list the items that you want to sell, as well as the decorated signs and various lockers and containers that make up the vending machine. And of course no one's going to see this unless it's powered. That's why I've included a electricity cable which hooks up to this wind turbine generator. And that looks really cool. You can see the turbines can actually spin around and generate electricity, and that way all of the functional electrical parts inside this camp can be powered from that one generator. And there's also this tiny turret, and this is a really cool little design. You can see that includes the tripod legs, which are built using a relatively new silver piece, as well as the ammo drum on the top and the twin barrels that come out of the turret. So hopefully that should add a bit of extra defense to this area of the camp in case any enemies come to attack. So let's continue moving around. This is the camp module. So this is the actual part that you place down and allows you to start building up your camp. And this is a very cool design because that can actually be folded up and packed away, ready to redeploy and set up a brand new camp. So that's a good little location for that. It fills up that space nicely, and it's a really good contrast with all the other colours in this area. And behind that, you can see a window with some shutters, and that provides a good view onto that cooking station over at the front. And you can also see some of the things inside the camp, including a globe on the stand, as well as some other interior details. And of course, this section is designed to look like it's made out of a wooden shack style structure. I've mixed that up with different styles of building modules, including the warehouse building set for this section and the brick building set for the top. And again, all of this is based on the designs from the game. So then over here we get to the stairs up to the second floor, since it's very important that everything is accessible. And if we take a look at the top, this includes some small railings and fences, just small things like that, as well as this guy, which is a Mr. Handy robot. So he's equipped with plenty of arms, including the flamethrower arm, a general hand grabber, and the circular saw attachment on his third arm. He's also complete with 3 eyes. And I've tried to make this as realistic of a spherical shape as possible, which I think has turned out really well using those 2x2 Lego satellite dish pieces. So he's just floating above there, also keeping a lookout for any trouble. Then there's also this wooden fence, and let's head back down for the time being, because here are another couple of crafting stations. This includes the Tinkerer's Workbench, where you can craft all of your ammunition over on the left, as well as a chemistry station, which is a very cool design, especially with the coil of wire at the top, and the flask containing a very radioactive looking liquid. And that basically finishes up the details on the exterior. You also have a small spotlight, and of course the roof design, which is a very simple but effective style for the actual roof. And I'd also like to point out this window, which is a studs not on top build, and that includes different colours of transparent bricks to create the appearance that it's not all new, that it's actually got some cracks and different coloured panels and things like that. So that's a very good variety of decorations, especially for this back area, as well as some foliage and rocks and other small details and things like that. So now we're done with the outside of the camp, let's remove some of the roofs and take a look inside. So these roofs are designed to be removable so that you can see everything inside. This includes 2 halves with the garage area, which includes a workshop, which we'll get to very soon. And then the main entrance area with that doorway you saw earlier. And from here you can see there's a small backpack hanging up on the wall, as well as some more of that globe. That's a very cool design on the stand. Then over in the middle is this blue plastic stash box, where the vault dwellers can store all of their equipment and junk that they're not using at the moment. And then over here on the wall is a giant minigun or LMG type of weapon. And that is to be used in emergencies, so that's very easy to access, but that also acts as a nice display piece on the wall in the meantime. Then there's this small coffee table in the corner with a stim pack and some chems, as well as this very comfy looking chair for the inhabitants to relax on. Then switching over to the other side, we can get a better view of this garage area by actually removing some of the equipment and walls that are in the way. And notice how this broken up window effect is even better when there's a whole lot more light coming in. And this whole wall can basically be lifted out of the way to reveal the garage and workshop area, which contains this power armor crafting station with a suit of power armor on display. So that is a really cool design made out of a bunch of hinge pieces, as well as these very cool printed pieces at the bottom. And I've also decorated this area with some various clutter, including some cardboard boxes and welding equipment, as well as some spare tyres and clipboards and other various junk and decorations such as that. and it looks especially good when opened up from the side like this, which really illuminates the power armor in the middle. Then finally, let's move on up and finish up with a look at the inside of this room on the top. So this too features a removable roof, which is a cool upside down design, and that just slots in to the top of the 8x8 building, so that works out really nicely. And this room can be accessed through the door at the front. Just make sure that there's no robots in the way. And then let's actually take a look inside from above, and you can see this is equipped with a small bed for the inhabitants of the camp, some musical instruments on the wall, as well as some blueprints over on that side. And then finally, if we spin this all the way back around, the last decoration is this minifigure scale Vault Boy bobblehead, who's sitting on the top of a small shelf in the corner. So that just completes that room nicely, and really makes it a nice and cozy location for the Vault Dwellers to rest at the end of the day. So I hope you enjoyed my LEGO Fallout 76 camp, and if you did, then give this video a like, let me know what you think of this design in the comments, and subscribe to my channel for more LEGO creations. You can also check out my other LEGO Fallout builds, which I'll leave a link to in the description below. And as always, I'd like to give a big thank you to all of my supporters on Patreon for helping to make my videos possible. And you too can join me on Patreon for exclusive bonus videos, behind the scenes content, and LEGO tips and tricks. So if that sounds interesting, you can find the link to join me on Patreon in the description below, and I'd really appreciate your support. I'll see you guys next time with more LEGO creations, and thanks for watching.